Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5, win or lose. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. T&Cs apply. Available in app only.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Bossman show, friend of the show, Coach Rich Stockstill, MTS, UP Raiders up there in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, up the road from here in Atlanta. Coach Stock, man, how things going down there in the borough, man? I know you all are happy up there, man.
Yeah, everything's good here, my man. Other than this weather, we got a little bit of snow a couple days ago and calling for some bad weather coming in this weekend. So I'm ready for summertime, man. But everything's good.
I hear that, but hey, Coach, you had a little taste of it in the Bahamas Bowl, man. How was that down in the Bahamas there for that bowl game, man?
Winning it obviously made it that much more enjoyable, but it was a great visit, a great stay. We were there, got there Monday and played the game Friday morning and then came back after the game. But it was a great experience for our kids, our players, families, obviously, everybody that went. It was just a great experience. And the Bahamas Bowl, the Atlantis, everybody involved in it put on a first-class week for us. It was just fantastic. And then to top it off with a win over a really good Toledo team made it that much more special.
Now, Coach Stock, you had a rough year, man. Having to come back at the FAU, being down 17 points there, man, and having to go through all these injury headaches. Too many injuries for my liking. I know you probably hate it as well. But to go down to the Bahamas Bowl, beat a high-quality MAC team after all you've been through, talk about what that meant for you personally and your players and your staff as well.
Well, you're right. I was and I told our team this. I told our team that, I was extremely proud of them because we got down the last 4 games of the year with our fourth-team quarterback, a true freshman, who the previous 8 weeks we were planning on redshirting. So you finish out the year, the true freshman, and then all the injuries that we suffered. And then the night before the game, we have, 3 guys three starters that aren't able to play because, of medical issue. And, and then you're a 10-point underdog against a really good Toledo team. You go out there and you win, you play really well. So I told them all year, that when we were 1-3, I told them we were going to be in a bowl game, that I believed in them. And, this team was very resilient, competed extremely hard, played extremely hard. And I told them, I said, it's not what people say about you. It's not your circumstances. It's not what goes on the outside. It's what you're made of. And this team was made of the right stuff. What was inside them was made of the right stuff. A great competitive spirit, a great belief, and a great willingness to not give up and not not quit when other people did. On the outside, people doubted you, but this team didn't. And, like I said, we're down 17, whatever it was at FAU in the second half, third quarter, fourth quarter. And, you come back and you win that one, and you're 10-point dogs against Toledo, and you win that one. So I'm really proud of this team, of what they went through this year, the adversity that they overcame to accomplish what they accomplished.
Most definitely, Coach. I thought for those young freshmen, sophomores, and juniors and seniors as well, it's going to be a life lesson that they learn that, hey, we had some of the worst circumstances ever. We overcame it. We did, even with COVID, we overcame that as well. So the last 2 years for me, Coach, a lot of young men have learned what me and you both know has been older than they are, that, hey, life's going to hit you one way or another. It's how you respond to it and react to it and make a plan to go forward and beat it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I talk to our team all the time. E plus R equals O. Whatever event, you're dealt with, your response to that is going to determine the outcome. And whether it's, I just got beat on a deep ball, if I come over on the sideline and I sulk and pout and hang my head, I'm going to get beat on it again. But if I flush it, learn what I did wrong, how I respond to it, I'm going to play better the second time. So, you can't worry about, everybody's going to be dealt with adversity the rest of our lives. Me, you, everybody, adversity is going to hit, and especially as an athlete, you're going to be faced with it all the time. And how you respond to it, are you going to listen to the noise on the outside, or are you going to have those blinders on and you're just going to focus and what you got to do to make yourself better, make our team better. And that's what we did. So, I never lost belief. I never lost faith in this team. And, at the end of the day, they're Bahamas Bowl champions.
One thing I liked, Coach Stock, was this, man. I watched a lot of your games, and your guys stayed dialed in, even though there was bad things that happened on the field. They never just like this gave up on each other. I saw them still giving each other giving them encouragement. I always give them those doubts, man, because I was like, that team's together, because you can tell a team when they've checked out on everything. Your team never had that look of, I'm done for this year. We're just here. But they always stayed in the fight and never gave up, always engaged, even in huddles, encouraging each other, not that fighting and stuff we will see on some teams. So I feel like Coach Stock, watching you from afar away, I just saw your guys always was locked in no matter what was going on that field.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And we were 1-3 at one time. We battled our way back into it. But this team, I told people, if you come watch us practice and you don't know what our record is, you're thinking we're whatever, 10-0, 11-0, 4-0, whatever, because this team practiced hard. It cared about each other. We have a good locker room. So these guys, whether, we were winning, whether we were losing, whether we were tied, they kept fighting. They played hard the entire game and never gave up. So, that's a testament to their character. It's a testament and a credit to our coaches in what we're doing here and what we're building. So really proud of our team.
And Coach, you won some close games this year as well. Now I feel like there's another quality of a teams together. Winning close games in tight situations, is we execute, you to be on par together. That's not a sign I saw of your team being close-knit, because to win close games, you really have everything be on the right path, the right mindset, the right focus to get that done, because pressure in close games can make people crack. And the right players did not crack at all when it was tight.
Yeah, we and you're right. We had a one-score win against Marshall, a one-score win against Toledo. I guess 10 points there at FAU. We had some close wins, and to me, probably as much as anything in a close game, your mental toughness. How mentally tough are you to stay focused on, the play at hand, not looking, what's going to happen if this happens, So I talk to our team all the time about not only being physically tough, which I thought we were, but mentally tough as well. And you've got to be able to do that. And the mental toughness is also being able to bounce back after a loss, is being able to put a win behind you. You don't beat your chest for 3 or 4 days about a win. You enjoy it and you flush it and you're on to the next one. You get beat, you learn from your mistakes, you flush it, and we're on to the next one. And I think that's the mental toughness part of our team.
Most definitely. And Coach, let me ask you this, man. How has your recruiting boost been since you won the Bahamas Bowl? I know it always helps from recruiting when you win the Bahamas Bowl, and MTSU gives new facilities now for football going forward as well, which will also help in recruiting as well.
Yeah, the facility is going to help a ton. You know, it's long overdue. You know, everybody knows that. We're way behind everybody from a facility standpoint. So I'm anxious. Our players are anxious to get this thing started. Hopefully they'll start moving dirt here this spring and get that thing started, and it'll be up here in about a year and a half. So that's going to help. And then obviously winning, the bowl game and having a winning record always helps. This transfer portal is crazy. It's changed the landscape of recruiting, immensely. So we're constantly monitoring, the portal and evaluating that, junior college guys as well as high school guys. So I feel really good where we're at from a recruiting standpoint, here with a week and a half left.
Most definitely. Also feel like Coach CUSA now has stability in that going forward, because we know who's going to be in the conference going forward. So let's talk about all that noise, realignment, being able to tamp down there. You know where you're going to be, and then you can recruit the areas you want to recruit to bring guys to become future Blue Raiders going forward.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk. Those 6 schools, I guess, leaving, going to the AAC and then to the Sun Belt. And then there was talk with us going to the MAC. I think geographically I think we fit better, in Conference USA than we do in the MAC. Going to Buffalo, going to the Michigans, going to, even though Ohio's close, but, it just didn't fit, I don't think, our geographical footprint. So I'm excited about the future of Conference USA, the schools that we kept, and then, the additional schools that we added. And as well as anybody, this conference realignment stuff isn't over. It's going to happen again. And, so I'm hopeful that, when it does happen again, our facility will be built by then. And, now you've got a better marketing tool, maybe that we can show this is what we've got now, and maybe we stay in Conference USA, or maybe there's better options out there for us.
And Murfreesboro's growth, Coach, is so amazing. They've been in Nashville for a while now. I moved back to Georgia, but when I come up to Nashville to visit, it's like Murfreesboro's growing like Nashville's growing. Like, I don't recognize the borough no more how much it's growing when I passed on I-24 on to Nashville.
Yeah, it's I say it all the time. You ought to be a realtor or open up a restaurant here in Murfreesboro, because the housing market is off the chain, and you can drive by any restaurant any time of the day, and every one of them are packed. So it's a great town, great city to live in. You got Nashville right down the road, but Murfreesboro has really changed and growing, and plenty to do here for everyone. So it's a really cool city to live in.
And Coach, I saw where Mr. Lane, Jalen got the All-American freshman team. Tell me about that young man and what he'll be doing for you going forward, Coach.
Yeah, he's a really dynamic player. He's a sweetheart of a kid. Just a great young man. Great family. His mom and dad, just great people. And Jalen's a really good player. He's very well coached. His dad did a great job with him in high school. Very mature, very polished. And, he's been here 2 years, and he improved this year, from last year. So he's got a really, really high ceiling, and he's got a great chance to be special, not only here, but, nationally, like he was led the country in punt returns, and it's pretty special when you're the number one guy in the country. There's 130 Division I teams, so 130 punt returners, and he was number one. it's pretty special.
And pro training takes a lot of heart because you're out there by yourself. If your guys don't block for you about those gunners, you're in trouble.
Yeah, Jalen's fearless. He's tough. He's not the biggest cat in the world, but he's fearless. He's got great ball skills. He can judge a ball, has great hands, and does a really good job. It's hard for that first guy to tackle him. He'll usually make the first guy miss. And our other 10 guys on punt return, they believed in him and they really strain and do a good job blocking for him because they know he's a heartbeat away from taking it to the house.
That's it for you, Coach Stock. This man, winter workouts start here real soon, man. So what'll be the focus for you guys at winter workouts to build off for this 2021 season going into 22, Coach?
Yeah, this is a new team. Every team is different. And, the life shelf of a team is about 11, 12 months. And we started last year, January 17th, and we finished December 17th, so now we're starting, started yesterday. School started yesterday, January 18th. And, so this is a new team. There'll be new leaders on this team. We got to form our identity. I've always said, that you've got the winter workout part of it, then you got spring practice, then you have summer, and then you have August. So you got about 4 parts, as you form the identity of your team and looking for leadership. But, we had a lot of guys that had surgery after the season, about 14 guys, 16 guys. So it'll give some of those younger guys, a chance to get a lot of reps in spring practice and everything. So, but we'll just really focus on getting bigger and stronger and developing the leadership of this team.
Well, Coach, thank you for your time, buddy. I always enjoy talking to you, Coach. You be safe, man. I hope to see you next season of the game, man. Once this COVID things die down some more, hopefully, buddy.
I appreciate you, man. Nothing but respect for you, man. You do a heck of a job, and I'm honored to be on your show, brother.
Thanks, Coach, for those kind words. See you soon, brother.
Okay, my man. Have a good day.
All right, now.
Okay, bye-bye.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, and it's no surprise. Same game parlay from Bet365 just keeps getting better.
Well, it's even easier to make a bet. Choose from the most popular markets like hits, run line, totals, and home runs. So many to choose from.
Download the app, start building your bet, and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.